There we go. It's loaded now. All right, so where's crypto going? Obviously, we're taking a tumble. I also need to turn on my lights so there's better lighting in here. Let me do that really quick. There we go. That's kind of bright. Just turn that down a little bit. Is that good? Doesn't have to be perfect. So, yeah. Come on. So, let me just share this, that I'm live. Give me a time. I'm going to tell my trading group that we are live right now. Then I'm going to post it to my Telegram group. And then we'll look at the crypto market because thank you for the likes. We are taking a dump, and I don't think many people expected it. Right now, my title of this is Bitcoin All-Time High Watch Party. I probably should change that. Bitcoin Dump. So that way people don't think it's an old stream. Save. And now let's look at where Bitcoin's going. Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a bounce here. Let me just go into my thing right now. Come on. Everything's loading. I'm trying to see if what's going on with my trade. Okay. I'm not quite sure what happened with that. I don't know what's going on right now. So Bitcoin just took a dip all the way down to $59,000, and then we got another bounce back up. I don't understand what happened with my last trade that I was just in. I thought I would have made more money on that last trade. Okay. So right now my account's at $474. Now that that's all done, I don't think I'm in any trades right now. Let's go see what Bitcoin's doing. So we took a massive dump. You lost some key levels of resistance or support, I should say. Let me flip the camera so you guys can see what's going on. And let's get into this. Thank you for the rose, Norman. I appreciate that. All right, so right now, Bitcoin's new all-time high. Previous high was $69,086.50. Now, Bitcoin's all-time high on MEXC is $69,349. I pretty much say this. Whenever you lose a 200 simple moving average, which was at 65,781, I usually go by this one because I think it's more accurate of how price flows. So anyways, but you lost a level at 65,734. So then the next time frame you look for is a move to the downside is a 200 simple moving average on the 1 hour. You lost that, which is at 61,447. So then you could go to the 2 hour or the 4 hour next. And even the 2 hour is all the way down here at 56,414. And then the 4 hour chart is all the way down here at basically $51,800. So to me, it's likely that Bitcoin goes all the way to those lows. You're very far away from the 200 simple moving average, and usually when you're that far away, you get a move back to the downside. So that's kind of just what I'm waiting for, is a move down to those levels. It's not going to happen immediately, but it is probably going to happen. So that's just kind of what I'm looking at. I'm not in any trades right now. I just got stopped out of my trade on Ethereum. I took a short from 35.96. Then it went down here, and then I moved my stop loss to 34.08. So I'm chilling right now. I'm still down from yesterday or even from this morning, but we got some of it back on that move to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at. Now, you are probably going lower longer term. You had like a double top, 2 rounded tops. That's bearish. But short term, you're going to get some kind of dead cat bounce, make a lower high. That's what I'm looking for, especially now with the 15 being oversold. I don't know if I'd take a long here because it's very volatile and it's like more sell pressure than buy pressure right now, but I'd wait for the 15 to get overbought. And if you do not get above $65,564, that would be my level to short. If you don't get up there, if you make a lower high below that level, that would be a good opportunity to take a short. If you get above there, then I would just chill and sit on my hands and just relax for a little bit, because it's sometimes really hard to trade markets when they're going straight up or straight down, because it's so volatile, So Especially, I mean, it's crazy to think that this is the same day that Bitcoin just put an all-time high in like a few hours ago, and now we're at the lows. We were down like 59,000. That's like $10,000 off of the highs for the day, which is pretty crazy. So really, I think it's best if you're in a short, move your take profit down or stop loss down or take profits and just relax. I think long term, if you're in a swing trade, we're going to continue lower to the levels I just said, like the low 50s, maybe high 40s. But that's where I'm looking at for Bitcoin to go next. Now, if we go to the 4-hour chart, let's kind of see. Let me make sure I'm live on YouTube. The 4-hour chart, really our next major support, because you went up so fast, I'm looking for that to be basically around that 53.1 level on Bitcoin. That means you are going to get some dead cat bounces before then, but longer term, I would be okay, you know, saying that it's likely Bitcoin goes to 53.1. So even on the 4-hour chart, basically you went straight up and straight down. I mean, so it's very likely you come back down to these levels at 52.1. If you lose this support here at 58.988, which was your last local low, and that was support, I would be looking. If you lose 59K, we'll call it. I'm looking for a move on the longer term time frames back to 53.1. That would be a nice $6,000 move to the downside. So that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. Ethereum looks bad to me. I said yesterday if Ethereum stays above 36.30, I said, then we can be bullish. And it looked like earlier today it was going to be okay. Let me go to the 50-minute time frame on Ethereum. There's a lot of money being made in these markets if you can time these moves. It went all the way up to 38.33, and then now the low, it's at 31.98. I mean, that's $500, $600 dump in just a few hours. So, you know, that's just what I'm looking for. So I'm bearish right now. I was bullish yesterday, but last night, let me go back to the 15-minute time frame. We saw that rounded top on the 15. I'm like, hey, usually that's probably your top for the night because you're bearish. And then you did make a slightly higher high, but then you also got another rounded. This was more of a rounded top. This was just like a dump. But that, if nothing else, that's a double top there, and you're looking for downside. So now at this point, if you do not get back above, I would say this last local high here, then you can open another short up on the 15 if you can make a lower high. So Ethereum even right now is continuing its dump to the downside. It went all the way down to 3,200. That's crazy. And now we're sitting back at 3,420. I could probably open up another short right now on Ethereum. You could open up another short on Ethereum if you want to be aggressive with this. And this is my trade setup I'd be giving you right now is a stop loss on the other side of this last local high. So you could enter a stop at 34.74 and a take profit lower. So you could enter now probably with a very little risk. To me though, because the 15 minutes so oversold, I don't know if right now it's, I feel like if you do that, you'd be chasing because the 15 is oversold. Yes, the 1 minute is making another lower high, but the higher time frames at least need some kind of dead cat bounce. You can't go straight down. That's basically what you've been doing for the last hour or two on crypto. So to me, I don't like the odds of this playing to the downside right now because you just got a massive dump. If this was, you know, if you didn't get the massive dump yet, then sure. But right now, you could take that short, I guess. I just think it's high risk because the 15's oversold. So to me, I'm not in a trade right now, and I'm okay with that. If you guys have requests, let me know. Thank you, Norman, for the likes. Let me just go all the way up. So we knew it was going to correct itself, and once Bitcoin hit 50K, will it rise again? It's all part of the 4-year cycle. Our coin's going back up. There's a coin I'm looking at. A Coinbase shut me out from selling. Oh, what do you mean? They shut you out? Thank you for the follow. Bitcoin will rise again. My whole portfolio is down bad right now. When should we expect another rise? Probably in a few months after the halving. I took my 20K profits and we'll be back in when Bitcoin hits $54,000. Can you take a look at Cello? Thank you for the follow. What about SHIB? Thank you for the likes. And that's what we're looking at. So again, I just said this is a short you could take, but it's unlikely it plays out. I would basically at this point cut it off because it looks like it's going to breach those highs. And now if you want to take a long trade on the 15, even though it's making a lower high, you could probably expect some kind of bounce off those lows. But to me, I'm not going to chase. I mean, I'm still down from earlier today at the highs, But I'm up from about an hour ago, so I'm just relaxing. I don't want to give what I just made back. In the last trade, I don't know how you can even go back and see. I just made $200 in the last hour of trading in that short. I don't know where I can see that. I don't know why. I'm so confused. I don't like this MEXC website desktop. I think it's just really, really confusing, frankly. And I don't know how you see your past trades on the website. I don't get that. I know on my phone I can look really easily. I don't know how this works. I don't know. But I'm trying to figure this out right now. I'm kind of confused. It says that my balance, but my futures account's not at 322. That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. See, it's at 474 my account. Where's the other $100? I'm so confused. Everything was in future. Oh, I do. Never mind. I put 151. Okay, I'm all right. All right, we're good. I still want to see how much I just made in the last trade though, and I don't know. Let me just look at this really quick. So GST was a coin that I wanted to talk about today. So you can see that we're down $36 for the day, even after we just made that money. Down $36 for the day. It's been a profitable month so far for me, but it's, you know, we're down a lot from yesterday. I don't know. I want to look at the last trade. I guess it really doesn't matter at this point. I'm not going to waste time looking at it. GST was a trade I want to talk about. Even though the market's dumping, GST is doing pretty good. I might take a trade on this. This is a bull pennant on GST with a measure move all the way up to 18.5 cents. We'll see what can happen, but this is what I'm looking at for GST. You know, to me, it's kind of a high-risk trade. Where would you even have your stop loss? Well, if you want to be really safe, you'd have it down at 5.7, but that's like a 40% dump. So if you had that low, that'd be a 2 to 1 risk to reward ratio. So really, I would say you would probably want to have your stop loss right here below this last local low, because frankly, if you lose 7.7 cents, it's probably dumping anyway. So you have a stop at 7.7 cents. That's about a 30% loss, 23% loss. And with a possible margin of making 80%. So that's, you know, just over a 3 to 1 R&R. I kind of like that trade setup. I don't love, but the 15 is overbought right now, so I would still just chill on this. But this is a trade I'll probably post to my trading group if the market's relaxed a little bit. And I guess you guys already know what it is, but this is what I'm looking at for GST. Maybe this could be the outlier. It's up 10x this month. And I was giving this flag down here, and I posted this to my trading group. It actually didn't play out. But eventually later it did pump. It dumped and then it pumped. And this, I gave this trade, literally, my entry was 2.3 cents. So if I would have just stayed in that trade and not gotten stopped out, I would be up massively right now. The take profit was 3.5 cents, so I would have gone out at some point anyway, but this thing has gone crazy. It's been a hot coin recently. The all-time high was $9, $10, and then it went down below a penny, and now it's back at 10 cents. So really, if it wants to, it could easily keep pumping. Market cap is up about 110 million on GST. So really, this is a possible trade setup. You would want the 15-minute to get oversold before you probably enter a trade. But the 1 hour chart looks good to me for a move up, as does the 2 hour. 2 hour doesn't look great, but this is what I'd be looking at right now for another move to the upside on GST. But this could be something you use to counteract the down market today. You know, while everything that's dumpy, this is the coin that's doing good. So it's just a trade setup that I have right now. So that's what we're looking at right now. When does Bitcoin go to 54? Is this dumping just a road bumper? Or I think short term we've topped out. Next time we go to the all-time highs, and if I'm in a long, that will be my take profit, and we'll see what happens. No, Bitcoin dropped like over 5 grand since like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Thank you for the follow. If you guys want me to look at a coin with all these people in here, make sure you send in some kind of gift. Appreciate it. Helps us support the channel, and then you get your token looked at. Chainlink, I think it's just a boring coin to hold. Personally, I wouldn't touch it. Look, GST is getting the balance, but I would still wait for the 15 to get oversold. I'm going to put an alert. That way I don't have to keep looking at it. When it gets oversold in the 15-minute time frame, I'll look at this again. Until then, I don't care about it. That's my mentality with it. Where does Bookmap say that we're going to go next? We already looked at the Fear and Greed Index, so we don't need to do that. That hasn't changed since yesterday. I think it's frozen. Look at that. I'm sorry, but it says we have more liquidity down here at 58,000 and 59,000. I definitely need to get a better computer with more storage, because it's just not working. But that's what we're looking at. So longer term, short term dead cat bounce, long term still bearish. Ethereum struggling mightily. When I would not try to catch a falling knife. I would just, now at this point, my mentality is to be short, be bearish. Until we can be bullish, I'd be bearish, and I'd be shorting. And then when you take profits on that, and then when you make a lower high, you enter another short. When you make another lower low, get out, wait for a lower high, and then enter another short, and do that until it stops working. It's pretty simple in my opinion. Don't overthink it. So yeah. I mean, there's just not, you don't have to overthink it. We're also live on YouTube. Check us out there. We have a Discord and a Telegram. Check us out there, and a Patreon as well. Let's look at the 5 minute for Ethereum, see what's going on. Look at that. 5 minutes already overbought. That's a lower high. I prefer to wait for the higher time frames, at least the 15 to get overbought and make a lower high, but that doesn't always happen when you're going straight down. 7 minute. That's going straight up on the R side. That's extremely bearish. So do I enter another short on Ethereum? You know, that's just the $1 million question. Now I have to restart my computer again. Otherwise, Bookmap is not going to work. So it sucks. I don't know why it's doing that. It says I don't have any storage on my computer, but Ethereum is going to keep going down probably. And here's the thing, Ethereum's really gone parabolic. You kind of hit some kind of local low there, but overall on Ethereum, if you lose this level, hell, if you lose like 3408, I'd be looking for a move at least down to the lows at 3300, or even 3218, really. So if you lose 3400, it's going to be another dump. I almost want to enter another short on this, to be honest, completely honest with you. So let's see if we can find another short entry. To me, though, it's just high risk. 7 minute now, just made another candle. That is completely overbought right now. I'd be cautious. You could enter a short now and just have your stop loss at 34.85. So really, I guess you didn't break those highs just yet. You made an ever so slightly lower low also, maybe a double top really, and so you could have your stop at 34.70, 34.72, yeah, 34.71, that area. But now looking in the 1 minute, look, that's a higher low on the 1 minute. So to me, it's 1 minute's telling me there's the higher time frames probably still need to go up a little more. So I'm not going to enter a short just yet on Ethereum, and if I get dumped on and I miss the short, then it's okay. That's what I'm looking at for Ethereum. The smaller time frames, such as the 1 minute, tell me that the 15 has more gas to the upside because it made a higher low. Look at that. My guess is you break this you break this last local high here at 34.76 and you continue up. Your next resistance on Ethereum is 35.78. We'll see if we get that high, but that'd be an awesome time to re-enter a short. So I rebought Shiba at its lowest, dropped a few minutes ago. Shiba thoughts. Thank you for the follow. Bitcoin is going up so far. So that's what we're looking at. I just want to give you guys an update. I probably won't go live very long today because there's not a lot to say, but GST is definitely the trade I'd watch. Come on, my computer won't load. So Pepe took a dump. I'm sure Shiba took a dump too. And it's simple. If you lose a 15 here on Shiba, on Pepe, I mean at 58, look for the 1 hour to go down to 33. So, hell, maybe these coins, like, 15 needs to get its bounce. But overall, like, these would be great coins to short, in my opinion. That just, like, if this loses 58, I'd be looking for a move back to 33. And the 4-hour 200-day moving average is all the way down there at 18. So if you saw any prices between 18 and 33 sooner than later in the next few days, don't be alarmed. And it's down a lot from the highs. It was up to 88 yesterday. Now it went as low as 48 today, 50 today. So I think Pepe has the most opportunity to get more X's on your money than any other meme coin out there, but I could be wrong. Like, I think there's more opportunity than Shiba and definitely than Doge. So, but it's pretty simple. I just look at moving averages and keep it simple. There's nothing else to talk about. Wow, Ethereum did take the dump, and I'm missing it. I don't know. I thought the 1 minute was gonna make a higher low. I mean, I still think it will, technically. I still think it will. But now look at that. On the 3 minute, that's like a rounded top on Ethereum. Like, that tells you want to go lower. I don't want to chase at this point. It just seems like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight red candles on the 1 hour chart. My gut's telling me to just relax. Back to 34.7 just like that. I just think it's like chopping people up at this point. I'm just going to relax a little bit. I got some of my losses back today. Now we're only down $37 for the day, so I'm not trying to like make that down $200 again for the day, because at one point I was down $200 or $300 for the day, and I don't need that to happen again. So I'm just relaxing. But I am looking for more downside probably later today on basically every asset except the bullish setups, and GST was one of those setups I just talked about. Are you familiar with Spell Token? No, I'm not. Will Bitcoin go up again? I'm not going to answer questions that are just ridiculous. I rebought Shiba. Yeah, I already read that. So, I know what Spell Token is. I just don't know what. I mean, I've looked at it before. So that's my update for Bitcoin. Not much else to talk about. Let's look at the 10-minute for Pepe, yeah. I don't know, man. I might go take a nap now. I got some of my money back, and I just wait for the markets to go settle out. And I might go take a nap now. I'm chilling right now. Pepe just saw this as well, is making a rounded top on the 1 hour chart. So that's really, I mean, that's going to be your top at least for a few days on Pepe. So, gotta be honest with you, your next support is down there at 40. So, that could be a good short back to 40. Wait for the 15 to at least make a lower high. If when you get overbought in the 15-minute time frame, you don't break 68 or even 67, we'll call it, that's a lower high. And if you don't break that level at 67, then you could be looking for another short entry on Pepe. So that's what I'd be watching for Pepe, and I think Bitcoin's going back to the 50K, 48K range. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's my update for y'all, and yeah. So this looks horrible too. Like, SHIB was all the way up at 45, then it dumped all the way down to like 20, which is crazy. Then it got all the way back up as high as 44 again, and now it's back to 28. Oh my god, that's like... that's insane. I didn't know it got back. I knew it went down to 20, and that's a crazy dump too, but I didn't know... oh my god. But the 4-hour chart is now making a higher low on the RSI. I didn't know it went from 20 back to 44, though. That's kind of crazy price action. Yeah. This is a chart I don't really... I don't know. That's a... you could have quickly doubled your money in a few hours on SHIB if you just bought that dump. That's pretty crazy. But I think Pepe's more clear on what it wants to do. SHIB, not so much. So probably on SHIB, you're probably going back down to 20 though if the entire market's gonna dump. You are at 28 right now. That's kind of what I want to talk about today. And if you guys would like me to look at a coin, just send in some kind of gift. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up because I just want to update you guys on what was going on. I've done that, and I'm just kind of tired from last night. Anyways. With that being said, guys, I would be... today's Tuesday, right? So unless something crazy happens in the markets again, I won't be back live until Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So until then, trade safe. Have a great week. If you guys want to know what I'm doing every single day, join the trading group. It is $30 to join. But I post daily Bitcoin updates there and trade setups throughout the day. I'm giving you a free trade setup right now on GST, which I will probably enter if you hold these levels. But that's my update. 10 minutes making a higher low, retesting the top of the breakout. So to me, GST is the place to be, probably for another move to the upside. But I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, trade safe. Maybe I'll see you in the trading group. I don't know. But I will see you guys on Saturday for our next live stream. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you for the support. Bitcoin dumping to probably the 50K region. That's my prediction. And with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the YouTube live stream.